Imagine this. You grow up with two fathers. One has a PhD, loves job security, and says, go to school, get good grades, and find a safe job. The other has no fancy degree, but says, don't work for money, make money work for you. This was Robert Kiyosaki's reality. From his poor dad, his biological father, he learned how most people think about money. From his rich dad, his best friend's father, he learned how wealthy people think about money. And those lessons changed his life. Today, on the Education Studio, let's explore the powerful principles of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, principles that can change your life too. Lesson 1. The rich don't work for money. Poor dad worked hard, earned a salary, and paid bills. But every month, his money was gone. Rich dad? He built systems, investments, businesses, real estate. That earned money even when he slept. Poor dad was trapped in the rat race. Rich dad was financially free. The first big lesson: don't just chase paychecks. Build streams of income that keep flowing. Why financial education matters. School teaches us math, science, and history. But what about money? Most of us graduate without knowing how taxes, debt, or investments really work. Rich Dad said, the most powerful asset you have is your mind. Train it well, and it can create wealth. Financial literacy is learning how money flows. Income, expenses, assets, and liabilities. Without it, even a high salary won't save you. Lesson 3. Assets versus liabilities. Poor dad thought his house was his greatest asset. But rich dad disagreed. He said, an asset puts money into your pocket. A liability takes money out. Buying a new car on loan? Liability. Owning a rental apartment? Asset. This simple rule explains why the rich get richer, and the poor stay stuck. The rich keep buying assets, while the poor keep buying liabilities. Lesson 4. Work to learn, not just to earn. Poor dad said, get a good job with benefits. Rich dad said, work to learn, not to earn. Skills are more valuable than salaries. Sales, marketing, investing, communication. These build financial independence. Jobs can pay bills, but skills build wealth. Lesson 5. The power of entrepreneurship and investing. Poor dad believed in climbing the corporate ladder. Rich dad asked, why not own the ladder? Entrepreneurship and investing were his tools. Starting small businesses, buying real estate, and investing in stocks created true security, not a paycheck. Lesson 6. Overcoming fear and taking risks. Here's the greatest lesson. Fear keeps people poor. Fear of losing money. Fear of failing. Fear of looking foolish. But Rich Dad said, failure inspires winners. Failure defeats losers. Every wealthy person has failed. The difference? They learn, adapt, and try again. Lesson 7. The rat race and escaping it. Poor dad worked harder, got raises in pay, but taxes and expenses always grew with his income. That's the trap called the rat race. Rich dad taught Robert, escape by controlling your spending, building assets, and creating passive income. It's not about working harder. It's about working smarter. Lesson 8. Why mindset matters most. Finally, Rich Dad showed that wealth isn't just about money. It's about mindset. Poor dad thought, I can't afford it. Rich dad asked, how can I afford it? One mindset closes doors. The other opens possibilities. Wealth begins in the mind before it appears in the wallet. So, what can we learn from Rich Dad, Poor Dad? Don't work just for money, make money work for you. Buy assets, not liabilities. Build financial education. Learn skills, start businesses, and invest. Overcome fear, escape the rat race, and choose the right mindset. Financial freedom is not luck. It's a decision, a discipline, and a way of thinking. At the Education Studio, we believe knowledge is the first step, but action is what creates change. Which lesson from Rich Dad Poor Dad inspired you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'll be reading them. And if you enjoyed this video, support the Education Studio by giving it a thumbs up, subscribing to the channel, and sharing it with someone who needs this financial wisdom. Your like, your comment, and your share can inspire someone's financial journey today. So don't just watch, get involved.